Hello and welcome to another Looney Tunes review video. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel, and give this video a like if you do like it. So this is a review for Hairsplitter. Joining me today for this review is my good friend and fellow rabbit, Blue Genocide. Say hi!
Hey everyone.
So this one was released on the 25th of September 1948. It had a blue ribbon reissue sometime in 57 or 58. It's the 534th in the series, and it's directed by Friz Freleng. Sadly, due to copyright, I can't put the full cartoon here, or else YouTube will give me the boot. So if you need to see this, it's on the Bugs Bunny 80th Blu-ray collection, and it's on HBO Max. I'll just give you guys a synopsis in case you haven't seen this one. And it's a weird one, but Bugs Bunny and Casper are two rabbits going after the heart of Daisy Lou. However, Daisy Lou is out and has gone shopping. Bugs notices this, so of course he does what we all expect him to do. He disguises himself as Daisy Lou just to mess with Casper. So there we are.
Here it comes!
With this short, there's not really anything in terms of trivia. There's nothing historical here or anything like that. I mean, there have been plenty of cartoons with the name Daisy Lou for the lady character. And Casper kind of looks like the rabbit from Easy Eggs, though it's clearly a different rabbit altogether. There are a few interesting song cues when Bugs and Casper are sitting on the porch swing. Of course, the song that is playing in the background is Cuddle Up a Little Closer, Lovely Mine. Well, of course, right? What other song are you going to play there, you know? In any case, I mean, I'll start off with saying that I had not seen this cartoon before, which actually surprised Blue, because this cartoon was part of one of the Valentine's Day specials. One of the TV specials that had the compilation of all the old shorts mixed up with some new animation here and there. And of course, yeah, this is definitely a good candidate for a Valentine's Day special. And the backgrounds even... The opening backgrounds are just amazing, showing the Valentine's Day type of mood, I suppose. And I like this one. This one's quite good. But Blue, what are your general thoughts on this cartoon?
I just wanted to say that, yeah, I was a little surprised, not just because it was part of the Valentine's Day special, but this was also one that they played on TV quite a bit for me, where I'm from, Canada. So it was on a lot, yes. And I always enjoyed it. The premise is a little weird. You know, like, this cartoon could have been like 3 minutes long if, like, Bugs dressed up as Daisy Lou, rejected Casper, and then that was it. I don't really understand what he was trying to gain from taking him back to the porch swing or whatever, but yeah, it's a pretty weird cartoon if you think about it from, like, the context of it all. But it's also just a very fun cartoon. It shows off a lot of strengths that Freleng had as a director. I have to ask you, though, what is your favorite gag in this cartoon?
My favorite gag? Well, it's a weird one in a weird cartoon, of course, but other than that porch scene, you have Casper, he sort of has wandering hand.
After all, I always say, if a gentleman doesn't... Ooh! Now, Casper, you stop that!
Why didn't you just look down, like, if you feel that something's weird? Like, you know, if you're feeling something feels weird, wouldn't you normally turn your head and see? But anyway, what do I know?
I almost wonder if they try to get something past the censors and weren't allowed to, because it reminds me of a gag from one of the Private Snafu cartoons, where Snafu is in that room full of booby traps. It's Booby Trap, by the way. I believe that's the name of it. And he feels up the girl animatronic robot, whatever it is, doll. I think it's a doll or a mannequin. And it's got a bomb where you know what should be. And he feels it up. He looks at it. And then he goes, Booby Trap. I think that they might have been trying to go for a play off that, maybe. And it just had to be cut for the censors. And then they had to, like, really quickly do this new gag up with a mousetrap, but I mean, it works.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. It actually made it funnier for me. I mean, a few other points I want to point out. You know, first of all, why do explosive carrots exist? You know, usually it's like exploding cigar or something, but explosive carrots. I just thought that was weird but funny. I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, that's got to be dangerous for the
Yeah, they don't sell out in kids stores or anything like that. You know, for all your friends, I mean, but I'm pretty sure your friends would be like, oh, I don't want to eat a carrot. Why would you offer me a carrot? But anyway, we do have to point out, like, why the boys live underground in holes versus Daisy, of course, living in a house. So it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. What's your theory about that?
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea.
My theory is that both Bugs and Caspa don't have a job, and they're trying to they're gold diggers.
Probably. But I just thought it was just a really weird touch. But the gags in here are pretty solid. And, I'm going to start giving a rating now, because it's really not too much to talk about this one. It's just it's a weird premise, but a funny one. It's not the first time you see a cartoon with, two lover boys going after a lady. We've seen it many times. We even saw one earlier this year. But, I'm going to give this one a solid, 7 out of 10. I think this is very funny. It's not particularly memorable, but again, that could just be because I never saw this one growing up. How would you rate this one?
I would say that, this may have a little bit of my emotional connection to it, but I would say that it's an 8 out of 10. It's not feeling strongest cartoon. I feel like a couple of the gags could be a little stronger. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when Caspar, he gets upset when he doesn't get a kiss once, because up to that point, he's still convinced that he kissed her twice. And then all of a sudden he's depressed, and then Daniel Cupid shoots him in the ass. And the thing is, Daisy and Bugs look almost identical. So it really shows you how much of a narcissist Bugs is, that he's attracted to a girl that looks exactly like him, except in a dress,
yes.
like the whole Mickey and Minnie situation here.
Yes.
Maybe that was the joke. That could be it. The big thing is, if you're attracted to, like, how can you be attracted to a woman that looks exactly like your biggest rival? That's a little weird to me.
I know, but you can make the cartoon even funnier.
Oh, you beast! You...
I don't know, it's one of those cartoons, isn't it?
I have one final thing I'd like to add to.
Sure.
This is one of the worst named cartoons in any Looney Tunes cartoon. Hairsplitter. What does that have to do with anything in this cartoon?
Wow! What a woman!
Yeah. It's not a good name for it. I know.
I loved this cartoon since I was a kid, but like I always forget the name of it, and I'm like, oh, I really like that one where Bugs is going up against a rival, Romeo, and he pretends to be the girl, and they're like, oh, which one's that? And I'm like, I don't know the name of it.
Fair enough. But I will say there are some very interesting bits of animation in this one, and I'm going to leave that playing right now in slow motion for you, where the Bugs has to sort of stop an exploding carrot. In any case, everyone, thank you so much for watching this review. Feedback is always welcome, and until next time, take care.